Quick question. When was the last time you made a decision, any decision, without second guessing yourself? Without asking 10 people for their opinion? Without researching it to death? Without going back and forth in your mind until you are exhausted? When was the last time you just knew and you trusted that knowing? If you can't remember, you are carrying wound 6. Because here's the thing, you have an inner compass, a gut feeling, an intuition that knows the answer before your brain has even formed the question. But you don't trust it. You ignore it. You override it. You talk yourself out of it. You look outside yourself for permission, proof, validation. Because the idea of trusting yourself feels dangerous. Like you might make the wrong choice. Like you might mess everything up. Like you can't be sure. So you stay stuck, paralyzed, waiting for certainty that never comes. And every time you ignore your intuition, the signal gets weaker until one day you can't hear it at all. If that just hit you, welcome to Wound 6. This one's called I Can't Trust Myself. This is the wound that keeps you disconnected from your own inner wisdom. Welcome to Wound 6 of the 7 Invisible Wounds Challenge. If every decision feels like a gamble, this one's for you. Hi everyone, welcome back to Shubhangi Heals. I am Shubhangi Verma, and here I share powerful healing practices to help you create more peace, balance, and love in your life. If you are new here, make sure you subscribe because this is where we turn everyday practices into life changing habits. And if you have been with me since Wound 1, we are almost at the end. Just one more after this. You are doing the work, and I'm so proud of you. So, let's talk about what this wound really is. The I can't trust myself wound is the deep belief that your own judgment, your own instincts, your own inner knowing cannot be trusted. It shows up as chronic indecision even about small things. Second guessing yourself constantly, even after you have decided. Asking everyone else for their opinion before making a choice. Ignoring your gut feeling because what if I'm wrong? Looking for signs, synchronicities, external validation to tell you what to do. Staying in situations that feel wrong because you don't trust yourself that it feels wrong. Regretting your decisions immediately after making them. You might be intelligent, successful, capable. Other people trust you, but you don't trust yourself. And that's exhausting. Let me show you what this looks like. Tell me if any of this sounds familiar. You are in a relationship and something feels off. Not wrong exactly, just off. But you can't explain it. There's no evidence. So you ignore it. You tell yourself you are overthinking. And months later, you discover your gut was right all along. You have a big decision to make. And instead of checking in with yourself, you ask everyone your friends, your family, the internet. You make a pros and cons list. You research, you analyze, and at the end of it all, you are even more confused than when you started. You get a flash of intuition. Don't take that job. Don't date that person. Move to that city. And you dismiss it immediately because it doesn't make logical sense. Because you can't prove it. Because what if you are wrong? Or maybe you have ignored your intuition so many times that you don't even hear it anymore. You are completely disconnected from your inner voice. So, you float through life waiting for someone else to tell you what to do. Does this resonate? This is the wound. So, where does this wound come from? Usually, it starts in the moments when your inner knowing was invalidated, dismissed, or punished. Maybe you said something feels off as a child, and the adults told you, you are fine, you are overreacting, stop being dramatic. So, you learned my feelings aren't trustworthy. You made a choice that turned out badly. And instead of seeing it as a learning experience, you internalized it as, see, I can't trust myself. I always mess up. The people around you didn't trust themselves. So they taught you to not trust yourself either. They second guessed everything. They needed constant reassurance. And you absorbed that energy. You grew up in an environment where mistakes were punished, not lessons. So now, making a wrong choice feels life threatening. Better to not choose at all. You were gaslit. Someone convinced you that your perception of reality was wrong, that what you felt, saw, experienced wasn't real, and now you don't know what's true anymore. So now, as an adult, you are terrified of your own inner compass. Because what if it leads you astray? What if you trust yourself and you are wrong? But here's the truth, not trusting yourself is more dangerous than making the wrong choice. Because when you don't trust yourself, you give your power away to everyone else. Let me tell you something important. Your intuition has never been wrong. Your interpretation of it might have been. Your timing might have been off. You might have ignored and regretted later. But your intuition, it was always right. That gut feeling that said something's off, it was protecting you. That quiet whisper that said this isn't your path, it was guiding you. That knowing that came without explanation, it was your soul speaking. The problem isn't that you can't trust yourself. The problem is that you have been taught not to. So, here's your healing practice for wound 6. It's called the inner compass activation. It's designed to reconnect you with the part of you that always knows. And I'm going to guide you through it right now. Here's how it works. This practice teaches you to recognize the difference between fear and intuition, between your mind and your knowing. So get comfortable, close your eyes, and take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. Now, I want you to bring to mind a small decision you need to make. Nothing huge, just something simple, such as, should I reach out to that person? Should I take that opportunity? Should I say yes or no to this invitation? Got it? Now, here's the key. Your intuition doesn't live in your head, it lives in your body. So, I want you to try on one option first. Let's say option A. Imagine yourself saying yes to that decision. See it, feel it, and now scan your body. What do you notice? Does your chest feel tight or open? Does your stomach feel heavy or light? Does your breathing feel shallow or deep? Do your shoulders tense up or relax? Just notice, don't judge it, just feel. Now, release that. Take a deep breath, breathe in, and slowly exhale. And now, try on option B. Imagine yourself choosing the other path. See it, feel it, and again scan your body. What do you notice? Your chest, tight or open, your stomach, heavy or light, your breathing, shallow or deep, and your shoulders, tense or relaxed. Your body already knows the answer. Intuition feels like expansion, lightness, a quiet yes, a sense of relief. Even if it's scary, fear feels like contraction, heaviness, a loud what if, a sense of dread. And your body doesn't lie. Now, place your hand on your heart and say these words out loud. I trust my inner knowing. My body speaks truth. I am safe to listen to myself. I trust myself to choose wisely. My intuition is my guide. Say that again. I trust my inner knowing. My body speaks truth. I am safe to listen to myself. I trust myself to choose wisely. My intuition is my guide. Let's do it one more time. I trust my inner knowing. My body speaks truth. I am safe to listen to myself. I trust myself to choose wisely. My intuition is my guide. Breathe into that. Feel the reconnection. Your inner compass has always been there. You are just learning to read it again. When you are ready, open your eyes. That feeling right there, that clarity, that's what it feels like when you trust yourself. It's not loud, it's not dramatic, it's just clear. I'll be honest with you. This won't cost me years of my life. I ignored my intuition so many times because I didn't trust it. I stayed in situations that felt wrong. I made decisions based on what everyone else thought I should do. And every single time I ignored that quiet inner voice, I regretted it. It wasn't until I started practicing this, checking it with my body, asking, does this feel expansion or contraction? That I realized I have always known. I just didn't trust that I knew. And the moment I started trusting myself, everything changed. Because when you trust yourself, you stop giving your power away. Your homework until my next video? First, practice the inner compass activation every day this week. Start with the small decisions, build trust muscle. Second, keep a trust journal. Every time you get a gut feeling, write it down. And then notice, was it right? Spoiler, it always is. Third, make one decision this week based only on how it feels in your body. Not what your mind says, not what other people say, just your gut. See what happens. And number fourth, journal this question: what would I do differently if I fully trusted myself? That's your work. This is wound 6 of 7. We are at the final wound now, the one that holds all the others in place. Wound 7 is called Life is Happening to Me. This is the wound of powerlessness, the wound that makes you feel like a victim of your circumstances instead of the creator of your life. And when we heal this one, everything shifts. This is the finale, the last piece. I'll see you in 3 days for the final wound. Before you go, drop a little heart in the comments if you just did the inner compass activation with me. Save this video so you can come back to it whenever you doubt yourself. Share this video with someone who needs to hear trust yourself. Comment I trust myself if you are reclaiming your power. You have always known, now you are learning to listen. If you are ready to go deeper on your healing journey, send me an email at shubhangi.heals@gmail.com or you can connect with me on Instagram. I'll share the details of my healing and life coaching sessions with you. Your healing journey truly matters, and I'll see you in my next video. Until then, sending you lots of love and healing.